COVID has made us all rethink the way we do business. It has seen a huge uptake in reliance on video calls and remote working, for example. But there are workplaces out there for whom other measures are needed to work safely, and the issue of ventilation and clean air is a key factor in ensuring the ability to work safely in this time of COVID. Our schools are an example of this. Many schools are either too old to allow for significant ventilation, or for various reasons opening windows may not be a ready option. Since the onset of this pandemic last year, we've been asking the Minister for Education to address the need for ventilation and clean air in our schools. But instead of taking the steps needed to adequately address this, children were sent back into the school with no mitigation measures, no filtration in classrooms, and contact tracing has since ended. Cases of COVID have now increased significantly in schools, and since contact tracing was stopped, the level of infection has more than tripled among primary school aged children. Overnight schools have gone from being so safe that contact tracing wasn't needed to needing children to wear masks to keep safe. When we appealed for ventilation measures for schools, the response from government was largely to open windows, not invest in high efficiency practical absorbing filters, or HEPA filtration. HEPA filters actively remove contaminants from the air, while CO2 monitors that the Minister has given us reassurances about only monitor the quality of air, they don't improve it. So now we hear of instances in which kids sit in freezing cold classrooms where they can neither stay comfortable nor can they concentrate effectively on their lessons. There is no need for this. It is just the result of a penny pension measure that lets down our children and our teachers. It dismisses the recommendation of the government's expert group on ventilation, who in March said these devices must be useful in reducing airborne transmission in spaces with insignificant ventilation. The Minister must act now. If the Minister wants to keep our schools functioning, then the time for dithering and indecision has to end. But the issue is not that it is confined to schools alone. This bill seeks to establish enforceable standards for ventilation in all workplaces to help with the fight against COVID-19. Meat factories were to the forefront of concern in the early days of the COVID outbreak. We must learn from that. So any measure that empower employees to request an inspection of their workplace by the HSE to check the air quality if they have concerns is welcome. To conclude, if the government want to ensure schools are safe as possible, their focus should be on bringing back public health school tracing teams and provide filtration devices to the classrooms that need them. The well-being of our children must be invested in immediately.
Deputy Paul